Hello YouTube. It's just a quick video I put together, kind of my thoughts and ramblings on the Lyman turret press, or any turret press in general, but specifically I have the Lyman and the Lee auto drum powder measure. The preceding video here is me loading a batch of 50 and kind of expressing my thoughts on the way as a new user and what I'm seeing. And then afterwards I'll give you my synopsis on what I think. Okay, I'm going to run a batch of 50 here. This is the case actuated powder dispenser. So it's designed to work in a scenario where there's things going on and things moving. It uses a heavy duty spring in there to operate it instead of having to use a hand throw. And boy, it's a cat's meow. The next thing about getting this thing up to speed is just getting your hand motions down so you're efficient and not wasting movements. So I'm kind of getting that sequence down. Once you get that sequence down, it's very efficient. Of course, the goal with these setups is to try not to be stupid fast with them. Let your speed come just in the efficiency of the setup, not you trying to do things quickly, which leads to screw up. Like I just did, I got out of sequence. The big safety in doing it this way, and I don't see how this unit could malfunction, but I'm making sure I look into each case and physically see that powder charge so I don't have any squibs. There is a potential for a double charge. If you inadvertently run this RAM up twice, you will double charge. It's a matter of getting in your sequence and staying there. Empty case, charge, see the charge, set the bullet, rotate 1, seat, rotate 2, crimp, rotate back into position, empty case, powder charge, see the charge, set the bullet, seat the bullet, crimp the bullet, back to position. That seems to be the rhythm, the efficient rhythm. This is definitely the fastest my turrets ever ran. Bullet. Go on the internet and there's a lot of people that say this Lee auto drum bang for the buck is one of the best powder dispensers out there. Now I'm kind of seeing why they're saying that. And at $55 compared to the Dillon at, good grief, what's that thing up to now? 130, 140? I don't see much advantage that Dillon has over this guy. I truly don't. Is the Dillon faster, the machine overall, than this? Yep, it is. But I'm not sure it's fast enough to warrant the additional monies. As you can see, once you get this guy up and running, it progresses nicely. And caliber conversions aren't the nightmare like they are on the Dillon. I dread doing caliber conversions on the Dillon. With this thing, it's almost thought-free. Still don't see any powder showing up here on the base of the press. Yeah, don't forget to rotate the turret, stupid. Once you get yourself out of sequence, then everything falls to hell. I don't know if you can tell, but this powder measure also gives you the ability to thread your 1 pound bottle directly on, so you don't have to use any hopper at all. It has a way to shut itself on and off by rotating it at the base. That's pretty slick. See, can't get out of sequence. I started to put a bullet on there without a powder charge. That'd have been a squid. That's bad juju. Gotta stay in sequence. Powder, bullet, that's the safety part. Put bullet with no powder. Ugh. Squib loads scare me. Powder, bullet. Powder, bullet. Powder, bullet. Powder, bullet. People love to badmouth Lee and say it's all junk. Well, Lee is pretty innovative in their designs, and then incorporate into their designs the way to make things inexpensively. I don't know. It's I really like Lee, I gotta tell you. They even make a turret press that's half the cost of this Lyman. Really, the only downside to it is it's not the big 8-hole. It's made nowhere near as heavy duty. It's only a 4-hole turret. Hell, they even got a progressive machine now that competes with the Dillon. Going to the progressive just adds so much extra work and caliber conversions and tuning, where this guy doesn't. Quiet when I'm not talking. I've been leaving my radio on while I'm reloading. I've got it tuned into about 8 repeaters now. I leave it in the scan mode between all the repeaters, so I've been actually getting a lot of traffic on there. Sad part is I can't talk to all the traffic because there's a bunch of repeaters I can listen to, but I can't communicate with. If I want to talk, I got to turn on the echo link, but I can listen on my radio. Found one repeater over by Columbus that's actually pretty active, and I can work to that one, so that was nice. They got a net coming on here in a couple hours I'm going to log into. Around 50 in the machine right now. I'm curious how long it takes to load 50 rounds. The video is kind of my timer at the same time. There we go, 50 complete rounds. 45 ACP is what I'm working on. Well, there you have it. You see that with a turret press and the Lee auto drum, you can very effectively speed up your reloading process. I've been a Dillon 650 owner and user for over 20 years, and there's great benefits to the progressive press, but there's also many drawbacks. So for years I would advise new reloaders to start with an inexpensive single stage, learn reloading, and then go to progressive. I don't do that now. I really think the turret is the way to go. Unless you're truly a high volume shooter, maybe a big competitive shooter or something along those lines where you truly need high volume ammunition, specifically of a single caliber, then maybe the Dillon's the way to go. But for the average shooter, shooting multiple calibers, in my opinion, ultimately the turret's the way to go. But at the end of the day, it's just my 2 cents. I've been reloading and shooting for 25 years and used many calibers and many different handguns and rifles. So it's just my ramblings from an old man. Take it as you will. Thanks for spending some time with me. Good night.